Good morning, Paris. So it's about 9 a.m. right now, and I promised you guys I would show you my balcony, and it's absolutely amazing. Like, this is the kind of view or setup that I dreamed of when like looking for something. Here we go. We got like the high top, amazing residential buildings. Goes all the way down and over here. Like, this is just absolutely perfect. I can watch the world kind of wake up, fresh air, and amazing sunsets. Well, hello guys, I'm here in Montmartre. I'm at the famous Sacré-Cœur Basilica, which is right behind me. It's absolutely stunning. Definitely one of the most famous landmarks of Paris, and then pretty much all back here is a absolutely fabulous view of Paris. As I was coming up here, I kind of realized something. There is way less tourists here than the last time I came here, because the last time I came here, like, you could pretty much not move in this area. There were so many people, and I think that's because I came in the summer. I think it was like July or August sometime, and yeah, that's definitely like peak tourist season. So I would really recommend coming sometime in like September or early October, because honestly, like, today's a nice day. It's like 13-14 degrees. It's still fairly warm out, and yeah, there's just not as many crowds. The area is really known to be an artistic sort of district. Lots of famous artists kind of took up residence here and worked in this area, because it's definitely a very sort of creative area. Bonjour! I hope you guys are having an awesome day. I sure am. It is my last day here in Paris, sadly, but honestly, I have had the most incredible time. It's really difficult to even put into words how this trip has really already affected me, and where I'm standing right now is absolutely spectacular. Over here we have the Eiffel Tower, if you can very slightly see, and then right over here we have the whole complex of the Louvre, and then over here we have the Tuileries, which will then later lead to the Champs-Élysées. So I'm slowly going to be making my way there, since I want to go to the flagship Chanel store, of course. So before I started filming, I was just actually walking around the park, and I was having a nice Americano and the most delicious almond croissant, and I was just so overtaken by like the beauty of this city, and the fact that I am here right now, and the fact that I made this happen, because honestly this trip has been like such a work in progress. And when it first kind of fell into my lap, you know, the idea of going to Japan, and then I had already kind of thought, oh well, maybe this year I'll go to Ukraine, and then to throw in Amsterdam and Paris as well. Like, I was like, first of all, I don't know how I'm going to afford this, and then second of all, you know, I'm dedicated to Toronto and building an acting career there, so doesn't this technically kind of, you know, take away from that and all this kind of stuff? Like, I could come up with every possible reason to not go on this trip, because, you know, it's a big deal and it takes a lot of work, and just even going to modeling, you know, I have a lot of insecurities about that. But when it came right down to it, you know, I knew that it was the right decision. Like, it just like a light bulb went off in my head. I'm like, aha, well, I have to do this. It might be really tricky. I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to do it, but I have to do it. I know I have to do it. There's a reason that, you know, this opportunity came up when I kind of just like thought about the possibility a couple months prior, and then something like this just comes up. Like, it's not a coincidence. But what I'm really trying to get to is just to instill the fact that we are so incredibly powerful when it comes to creating our own realities, to manifest things, to, you know, really play a co-creator role, you know, in our lives. Like, some people think that things just happen to them and, you know, it's out of their hands, and it's always other people or other things happening to them, and, you know, they're kind of at the mercy of that. And of course you can't control everything and, you know, plan everything out. I'm not saying anything like that, but you have control of how you react to things, therefore you create your own reality. Two people could have completely different perceptions of the same situation. Somebody would say, oh, you know, that's really unfortunate, that's really horrible, you know, I hope that never happens. Or somebody else could say, you know what, it was like a great time in my life because it taught me so many lessons, it made me a stronger person. And yeah, they would just, you know, view the situations very differently. So that's why I think it's important to really take responsibility for how you choose to view the world, how you choose to view yourself, you know, what kind of beliefs you hold on to, because that's the things that are actually going to shape how your life pans out. For a long time, I would just, you know, sit around kind of putting myself out there, kind of, you know, asking the universe for the things that I wanted, but I wasn't actually doing, you know, direct, radical action to make these things happen, you know? When this trip came along and I was like, okay, I'm gonna need like $6,000 to make this happen, you know, I work part-time at a serving restaurant, how am I gonna do this? And alongside my acting career and all these different things, you know, when there's a will, there's a way, but you have to make certain things a priority. And you also have to trust that it's the right thing for you. If you truly believe that, you know, this is the path that I should be going down, this is, you know, what makes my heart happy, what makes me feel so alive, like, that is the right path for sure. You have to go with your intuition. You have to be able to trust yourself and know that the universe is always conspiring to help you if only you would let it. What good does it do to think that the world is a scary place and that everybody's out to get you and things are definitely gonna, you know, turn out in the worst possible way? Like, why do that to yourself? Why hold those kinds of beliefs? They will actually come true. So of course I too am still a work in progress, and I'm still honestly just trying to figure stuff out. I don't ever pretend to have all the answers, but I feel like in the last 6 months, and even especially in the last 2 weeks here traveling, I just keep seeing the proof. What you put out there comes back to you 100 times over. If you want something, you have to ask for it. You have to put it out there. You have to step into radical action every single day and have a positive mindset that somehow, you know, it's all going to turn out, no matter how it happens. Like, don't expect that things are gonna happen, you know, point A, point B, point C. You know, things will happen. You're not in control of everything, but, you know, take whatever you can from whatever comes and make the best of it. So yeah, I am just completely dazzled and overwhelmed by this incredible city and this trip in general. And technically I'm only 2 weeks in, and I'll be leaving tomorrow to go back to Toronto for a day before flying out to Tokyo the next day, and that's going to be a whole other journey. I have no idea what's going to happen, and I couldn't be more excited, really. So I hope you guys have a spectacular day, and I hope you know that you are absolutely capable of achieving anything you want to achieve. The only limitations you have in your life are the ones that you set up on yourself. So I hope you guys have a fabulous day. Keep being your own kind of beautiful, and I will see you soon. Bye, guys.